Welcome back to Fantasy Football Today. Fun slate of games coming up this afternoon for Week 15. Cardinals at Broncos. It's the Colt McCoy versus Brett Rippon Bowl, like everybody expected. Patriots at Raiders, waiting to find out a lot of injuries for that game with the Patriots side of the ball. Titans at Chargers, we'll see if Derrick Henry can help the Titans break their losing streak while the Chargers look to get hot with Justin Herbert. And the Bengals at Bucs should be a fun one. We'll see if Tampa Bay can start their offense and get going against a very hot Bengals team as well. Give you some player props for these games. Emory Hunt joins us here as he always does, helping you win some money because he's the best in the business. So Emory, let's start with the player prop we're looking at for the Bengals and the Buccaneers. What's the play for you in this matchup?
But they're going to have to let the Bucs play with 12 men on defense because without Vita Vea, I don't care who you put out there, it's going to be like you're playing with 10. So with him being out, I'm going over to the other side of the ball with the Bengals and their running back, Joe Mixon, going over 54.5 rushing yards. I feel like that's an easier number for him to hit, especially with Vita Vea being out in the middle. That's a huge loss for Tampa Bay's run defense.
And it's hard to stack the box knowing that T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd are expected to play as well. So Joe Mixon should have a big-time opportunity in this game. Love that call. All right, let's go to the Titans and the Chargers. Again, I know you said earlier on Fantasy Football Today you love Derrick Henry. Is that one of the props you're playing in this matchup?
Not at all. And this reminds me of like a lot when I'm at a restaurant and that I've been before. The guy tried to upsells me on, appetizer or the entree. Bro, I came here to eat. I'm going to eat. I felt like this was happening last week in prime time with the Chargers trying to upsell how well Justin Herbert was playing when he was just throwing 5-yard flats all day. He threw the ball 50-something times last weekend. And because of that, I do think he's going to rack up completions. Look for him to go over 27.5 completions. I feel like he's hit this number the last 7 times. He just racks up completions, which is a supplement to their run game because, again, he's throwing a lot of 5-yard stop routes and hitches and flat routes. So, yeah, he's going to easily crush this number, and I believe is at plus money as well.
Tough to run on the Titans. He's got Mike Williams and Keenan Allen healthy, so why not trust Justin Herbert? That's what the Chargers should do. That's what Emory is doing as well, and I would completely agree. Next game we have here is the Patriots and the Raiders, so very interesting game in the Josh McDaniels Bowl. What's the prop you're looking at here in this one, Emory?
Give some love to the tight end, Hunter Henry, going over 31.5 yards receiving. I feel like he's starting to find his continuity with Mac Jones. So I feel like in this matchup against this Raiders defense that will be aggressive, the ball needs to come out quick and hot, and it'll come out quickly to that safety valve at tight end position in Hunter Henry. So I like him going over this receiving number.
3 catches, 70 yards last time we saw him against the Cardinals. So if he does that, clearly you will cash this prop and cash in a big way. Hopefully, again, Mac Jones continues to look at Hunter Henry. And in what could be a little bit of a tough matchup, but he has, as you said, starting to look at his tight end a little bit more. Got the Cardinals and the Broncos. Again, we got some backup quarterbacks in this one, so it was hard to find props throughout the week, but I'm sure you found one that you liked for this one. So what's the prop you're looking at now?
Because I'm a heavy watcher of fantasy football today, I just found out that Cortland Sutton will be out of the lineup, which just kind of helps my prop out even more so with Jerry Jeudy going over 61.5 yards receiving. I feel like he's a big play threat. He's good for at least 1 or 2 chunk plays down the field, which will help you get close to this number very early. You always want to find a guy that's a big play threat that also has a great situation and has worked with this quarterback all week long. Brett Rippon knows I need to go to my best guy out there on the field, and that's going to be Jeudy going over 61.5 yards receiving.
Had a lot of targets. I think it was 11 targets the first time these two guys were together, Brett Rippon and Jerry Jeudy, in Week 7 against the Jets when we did not have Russell Wilson. So it should be fun there. And the fact of getting that juice in your favor is a huge number. So love that call on Jerry Jeudy. Emory, great job as always. Let's recap your picks here for the props for the afternoon games. You're going with Joe Mixon over 54.5 rush yards. No Vita Vea. It's a good call. Justin Herbert over 27.5 completions. I think that's going to be fun to see. And again, Titans secondary very, very bad. The Patriots Raiders taking the over on Hunter Henry with his receiving yards at 31.5. Had 70 yards last time he played. And Jerry Jeudy over 61.5 receiving yards. Hopefully he scores 3 touchdowns again as well, because that was fun to see last week. But Jeudy and Brett Rippon, that connection should be fine.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.